Hello everyone, I'm Katie Green here with my good friend Anthony, who's going to be making my s'more for me today while I tell you about the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition, hosted by Hershey's Chocolate, obviously. Today we are only in New York, which is just about 90 miles south of Buffalo, New York, at St. Bonaventure University in the beautiful Enchanted Mountains. Which, a fun fact, if you didn't know, St. Bonaventure was the first small private Franciscan university in the nation. You learn something new every day. We are under the McElroy Pavilion here. Now today is April 24th, but I'm going to take you back about 75 years to where this whole tradition started between a few Bonaventure friars just amongst themselves trying to make their most perfect s'more, which turned into friars from all over New York coming to Bonaventure to try and make their perfect s'more. And then about 5 years after that, they opened the competition up so graciously so that everyone can join. And now here we are at the nation's largest s'more creation competition. Bringing us back to today, our tournament starts at 1 p.m. The doors opened a little bit ago at 10 a.m. We had people coming in, grabbing refreshments. We have food trucks, you get a snack, you get a beverage. Obviously, we have s'mores for you to try, which I'm excited to try mine in a little bit. Today, some criteria for the contestants. They have 15 minutes to make their perfect s'more, and they have to use a 4-foot-long wooden stick. Cedar wood seems to be a popular choice among the contestants. They have a plethora of toppings to choose from. Your basic marshmallow, graham cracker, Hershey's chocolate, obviously, but they have Reese's peanut butter cups, Kit Kats, maple syrup, who would have thought? Now, when the judges are judging, doing their job, they're looking for the specific pull power to marshmallow gooiness to chocolate ratio, also known as the bliss point ratio, which sounds delightful. And back into our tournament now, the nitty gritty of how this works is there's 5 judges for 5 regions of the U.S., and each judge is going to have 10 contestants out of the 50. Each contestant is making one s'more, and then each winner of their region is advancing to the finals, where the famous Dr. Paula will be judging the finalists there. Ooh, this fire is getting hot. The winner today is going to be taking home $50,000. Who knew there was that much money in s'mores? They're also going to get free s'mores for life, which I'm excited to be trying mine in just a second. But I'm just going to remind you that we are streaming live on all ESPN platforms all day, so don't forget to tune back in. Thank you for watching, and now I'm going to get my s'more here. Oh, it's flying away. Delicious, thank you.
Hello, good morning everyone, and I'm Jaylene Valdez, and alongside me is
Anthony Silva, roasting a marshmallow.
I'm here on the campus of St. Bonaventure University under McElroy Pavilion, where we're here celebrating the 75th Annual S'mores Creation Competition brought to you by Hershey's, where friars every year come together and they celebrate the creations of s'mores, a gathering that they like to celebrate and here on St. Bonaventure University, 90 miles south of Buffalo. And here, as you see, my colleague Anthony De Silva will be, as he's holding the 4 cedar wood that contestants will be brought to them, as well as Hershey's chocolate, peanut butter cups, maple syrup, and other variations of s'mores creations. And here's how the tournament works. Contestants have 15 minutes to create a couple of s'mores to give to judges, 1 judge per region that contains of 10 states per region. At the end of each region selection, 1 state will be chosen, or 1 selection will be chosen to the further round, where each judge will then, each region, which contains 5, which will then have a final choosing of the best s'more to be chosen from. And yeah, Anthony, let's just get this tasting going.
All right, you ready for your s'more?
Yes, I am. Oh my God, this is terrible.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you see here, my chocolates to marshmallow ratio is 1 chocolate to 1 marshmallow each. The gooiness is almost there, but this is my kind of take. I do enjoy not too much chocolate. I'm not that kind of chocolate girl. But we will be streaming on all platforms such as ESPN and all of their variations. Please join us here today and come and grab us more. Thank you.
So I'm here. My name is Anthony Silva, and I'm here at the 75th annual National S'mores Creation Competition with my guy,
Frank DeBar.
Yeah, and there are over 50 participants there are 50 participants from 50 states here to create s'mores here today. And I'm here at the Macchiari Pavilion here at St. Bonaventure University, where they will be having the competition. And St. Bonaventure is located about 90 miles south of Buffalo in the Enchanted Mountains. So here's a little background on the event. About 75 years ago, friars sat around a fire and were like, let's have a s'mores competition. And they started one, and then they decided to do it every year for the next 5 years and slowly invite more friars. But then after that, they decided to open up to the public where everyone can come. But here's how the event works. So there are 2 rounds. The first round is regional. So there are 5 judges for this round, and each judge will be judging 10 participants from that region. And participants have about 15 minutes to make the one s'more, and that one s'more is what they submit to the judge. And people can make their s'mores from graham crackers, chocolates, and marshmallows. But there are also new additions this year. You can get the Kit Kats, Reese's peanut butter cups, and even maple syrup. So after they advance from the regional rounds, they go on to the final round where Dr. Paula Scraba will be judging the final s'more, and she will decide who gets $50,000 and free s'mores for life. And in addition to all of that, there are around 1,500 people here today, and there's food trucks, refreshments, and they're just here to have a good time and have fun. So my s'more looks pretty golden in there.
All right, Anthony, are you sure? Because I think it might need just a couple more seconds, but it's up to you.
So since we need a couple more seconds, I'll talk about some past winners. So 2 years ago, Hawaii had a Cinderella run and made it all the way to the final, but they came up just short because it wasn't gooey enough for Dr. Paula Scraba. And ultimately, New York won because that's home. New York is home to making the best s'mores possible. So I think that looks about good.
Yeah? Okay, sir.
I can't wait to eat this s'more. I love s'mores, and I've been making s'mores all day long, so can't wait to test this one out. Ooh, yeah. This looks pretty gooey, so I think it's gonna hit the bliss point ratio, but we're gonna have to find out. Oh my God. This is exactly what the judges are looking for. Gooiness to chocolate ratio, which is what the bliss point I was talking about, and just everything else. This is perfect. We'll go to break, so see you later.
Welcome in. We are live here at St. Bonaventure University for the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Contest presented by Hershey. I'm Nate Solomon. I'm here with my good friend Anthony DeSilva. He's out here. He's cooking up some marshmallows as part of this contest. And well, we are here and there's gonna be a ton of people here. We're gonna have about 1,500 audience members or fans. We're gonna have 50 contestants, 5 judges. It's a beautiful afternoon for this. So where are we located? St. Bonaventure University in Olean, New York. We're just outside. We're about 90 miles south of Buffalo, New York in the Enchanted Mountains. St. Bonaventure, fun fact, the first ever small Franciscan private Catholic university in the nation. And this contest, it originated about 75 years ago, or exactly 75 years ago, by St. Bonaventure friars. They got together and they wanted to know, who could make the best s'more. And after about 5 years, they opened it up to friars across the rest of New York State. And all of a sudden, it was a national thing, and it became the biggest s'mores creation contest in the entire country. So here's how this all works. 10 a.m., the doors opened. Basically scattered around the property, there's different food trucks, different activities for the different audience members to attend. Of course, you can get some snacks, some s'mores, of course. I mean, how could you not get a s'more during the National S'mores Creation Contest? Beverages, all of that, and then at 1 p.m., that's when all of the fun begins. So to break down how this is gonna work, there's 5 different regions, so 10 different contestants in each region. Each judge, so there's 5 judges, is assigned to a region, and they'll pick the best of the 10, and then they'll advance on to the finals. And the finals will be judged by the famous Dr. Paula Scraba, who lives just behind us here in Devereux Hall as we are underneath the Macchiari Pavilion here in Western New York. So if you win this s'mores creation contest, you'll go home with about $50,000, a nice check there, and free s'mores for life. And you know, you'll have 15 minutes in the round to make the s'more. You can use a s'more stick. It's about 4 feet long. They will judge it. Cedarwood is preferred, and there's a bunch of different toppings. Of course, they got marshmallows, just like what Anthony's roasting right here, graham crackers, maple syrup, different candies like Kit Kats and Reese's peanut butter cups, and it looks like this was just about done. So Anthony here is putting the s'more together, and of course, you can watch this entire s'mores creation contest on our ESPN networks, ESPN Plus, on linear television. Thank you, Anthony. Ooh, this is beautiful. It's nice and gooey. I love it. This is the bliss point ratio. You got it. This is what the judges are looking at. So you want the chocolate to marshmallow gooiness to be perfect, and that's how you're going to win this deal. Not bad. Not bad. I think you've got a good chance at it. Are you competing this year?
I wasn't asked. I forgot I was too late.
Next year. Hey, next year you got to put him in here.
Next year I'm gonna win.
Reporting here, Nate Solomon. I think we'll toss it back.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition. Today I'm here with Anthony, who is making my s'more for me. We have 50 contestants, 5 judges, and between 1,000 and 1,500 audience members. Today's event is brought to you by Hershey's. We are roughly 90 miles south of Buffalo, New York, in a town called Olean. St. Bonaventure University is one of the first small private Franciscan universities, and we are located in the Enchanted Mountains as we are in the Macchiori Pavilion. So how this event works is about 75 years ago, friars from the university decided to hold their very first competition amongst themselves, and then later brought in other friars from New York State, and now it is open to everyone else. The contestants will be arriving at about 10 o'clock a.m. and will be able to get a refreshment and get checked in, and about 1 o'clock the competition starts. Each contestant has 15 minutes to make their s'more. They have to have a 4-foot long wooden stick. Cedarwood is preferred, and their toppings include marshmallows, of course, graham crackers, Hershey's milk chocolate, Kit Kats, Reese's peanut butter cups, and if they're feeling really crazy, we have maple syrup here as well. Each judge is in charge of 5 different regions. Each region has 10 contestants. The winner of that region will then be brought to the final, where the famous Dr. Paula Scraba will be announcing the final winner, where they will receive $50,000 and free s'mores for life. We also have food trucks available with snacks and refreshments, and obviously we have s'mores there as well. Anthony, how is my s'more coming?
Almost golden.
There we go. I love to hear that. So this will be streamed on all ESPN networks, so make sure to stay tuned to see who will be bringing home $50,000 and free s'mores for life. So Anthony's getting my s'more ready for me here. Very excited. This looks beautiful.
Man, didn't get quite golden enough.
I love it. Good job.
I tried.
Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to stay tuned.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Frank DeBari. I'm joined with Anna Vilshevitz. I'm here at the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition. We're at St. Bonaventure University, located 90 miles south of Buffalo. Fun fact, it is the first private Franciscan university. We're under the Macchiori Pavilion, where 75 years ago, St. Bonaventure University friars had their own s'mores competition, making them, and about 10 years later, they opened it up to other friars from churches around New York State. About 5 years after that, they invited the rest of the country to come and join this spectacular event. So, there is one representative from each state who had to win an in-state tournament to be here today. And there are 5 judges from 5 regions, which means 1 judge, 1 region. All right, so a little background. So, your stick has to be 4 feet long, like this. Cedar wood is, kind of the best wood, but actually, our contestant from Hawaii is using bamboo. So it's going to be fun to see how he competes with the rest of the field. Just some toppings as well. You got your basic, you got some Kit Kats, you got some Reese's. We even have maple syrup that you can put on top of the marshmallow with the graham crackers, along with our Hershey chocolate, which is the sponsor of today's event. So here's how it works. Each judge has 10 people, right? And each contestant gets 15 minutes to make their s'more. The judge will select the best s'more from each region, advancing to the final 5, which is judged by the world famous popcorn making Dr. Paula. Dr. Paula will choose the best s'more out of everyone that she judges and will present them with a $50,000 check, excuse me, as well as a card, giving them free s'mores for life. There are about 1,000 people here today who filled in around 10 o'clock this morning while the tournament starts at 1. They've been grabbing refreshments, making their own s'mores, and grabbing some food from our food trucks. We'll be back shortly here on ESPN. My name's Frank DeBari. I'm with Anna Bolshevitz. Now I'm going to try my s'more. Let's see, Anna, how'd we do?
Okay. Hold on 1 second. You think we're doing okay? Hold, please.
No worries.
We lost a little soldier, but I think it'll be okay. I guess I'll have the Hershey's. Feel like I ate a whole bar.
Wow, Anna, that's a great s'more.
Pretty good?
I think if you enter this contest next year, you could be the second ever winner, joining Dr. Paula Scraba.
I'm getting the 50,000.
Very good. Thank you so much. We'll be right back on ESPN+.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here with my good friend. Oh my gosh, can I start? I forgot my name.
Sure.
Okay.
You can do it again.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Three,
3, 2, 1.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Mia Neal, and I'm here with my good friend.
Anthony Silva, roasted marshmallow.
We are here at the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition brought to you by Hershey. We are currently 90 miles south of Buffalo in a town called Olean, New York, at the first private small Franciscan university known as St. Bonaventure, under the Macchiori Pavilion. 75 years ago, the friars got together and created a competition between themselves for making s'mores. As time went on, they invited more friars from New York to participate in this. And now we are here today with almost 1,000 to 1,500 people joining us today. The gates will open at 10 a.m. There will be food trucks and refreshments all around campus for people to enjoy. The competition will take place at 1 p.m. We have 50 contestants with us representing all 50 states.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Clay Peets with ESPN, and my partner, Anthony De Silva, is with me as well, cooking my s'more. Today is the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition right here on the campus of St. Bonaventure University in the Enchanted Mountains. Right now, we are underneath the Marchiori Pavilion, the perfect venue for the best of the best. 50 contestants have traveled to Olean, New York, which is about 90 miles south of Buffalo, for for the National S'mores Creation Competition. They're the best, like I said. And, you know, Anthony, that s'more is coming along great, but our contestants are going to be even better. 50 contestants from 50 states are here, like I said, but I'm also surrounded by an audience of fans and 5 judges. About 1,500 people are here today, and there are also, you know, food trucks, refreshments, and even a s'mores truck as well that will be creating this festive venue right here at Bonaventure. So a little bit of history. 75 years ago, the Friars held the competition just amongst themselves. 5 years went by and it started to grow, and today it's the nation's largest s'mores competition. And I talked about those judges before. There's 5 of them, and each of them will represent one region. 10 contestants make up each region, and the contestants will be scored on pull power, marshmallow gooiness, and the chocolate ratio. In culinary school, you might have heard this as the bliss point ratio, and yes, it applies to s'mores as well. So, the contestants, they will have a plethora of toppings to choose from. Obviously, you have the basics. You have the graham cracker, the Hershey's chocolate, and the marshmallow, of course. But you also have some more exotic choices, like Kit Kats, Reese's Cups, and even maple syrups. So, there's an exotic taste, but it's all about finding the perfect combination of a basic s'more and a little bit of twist and excitement that the judges will bite on. If you make it past your region, you will make it to the final 5. That is the best of the best. To judge the final round, Dr. Paula Scrabo will come out. The winner takes home $50,000 in free s'mores for life. Anthony, how's my s'more coming along?
This is the best one I've made yet.
Best one yet. Well, like I said, fans have been here since 10 a.m. and the competition starts at 1 p.m. Anthony, that looks great.
I'm sorry.
Let me take a bite. It's a little gooey. I don't know how the judges will react to this, but let me take a bite. Anthony, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. You should represent New York next year. Give it a try. Anyways, I'm Clay Peets with ESPN, joined by Anthony De Silva. So long.
What's going on? Welcome into the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition brought to you by Hershey's. My name is Cal Reddington. I'm joined with
Anthony De Silva, roasted marshmallow.
He's making my s'more for me today. You know, we're here out on a beautiful day in St. Bonaventure University. We're located about 90 miles south of Buffalo, and you know, this is just a great place because it is actually the homeland of the s'mores competition creation making. 75 years ago, St. Bonaventure University's Friars started a competition between themselves to see who could make the best s'more. Years later, they've been inviting more and more people every year, and it's blossomed into this beautiful event, which now has over 1,500 people in attendance today. Hershey's has sponsored this whole event. There are food trucks and refreshments, so grab a snack and come on in and enjoy yourself for the day. The doors have opened at 10 and the competition begins at 1. We have 50 different competitors from 50 different states and 5 judges who are going to be judging the contestants. We have the first round, which is just elimination round, and then after that the judges will pick one competitor to advance to the final, which will be judged by Dr. Paula. The winner today is going to walk away with $50,000 and free s'mores for life. So we've got a plethora of different ingredients that we can use to make our s'mores. We've got, of course, marshmallows, Hershey's chocolate, graham crackers, and then if you want to spice things up, we've got Reese's peanut butter cups, Kit Kats, and maple syrup. So, oh, we've got a burner. We've got a burner.
No, don't burn on top.
It's okay though. It's okay though. Everyone enjoys their different technique. It's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. So the judges.
Welcome back to the 75th Annual National S'mores Competition, brought to you by Hershey's Shared Goodness. My name's Aiden Toot. I'm here with
Anthony Silva, roasting a marshmallow.
It's a beautiful day here in St. Bonaventure. It's a small town about 90 miles south of Buffalo, New York, but you know what? We make it work here. It's a beautiful scenery under the Macchiori Pavilion, and we're ready to cook some marshmallows today. We are joined by 1,500 members of the audience today. They have been here since 10 o'clock, waiting for that 1 o'clock start time. It's about 12:55 right now, so we got to get into it. But let's talk about the history first about this. About 75 years ago, some friars came together and said, let's make some s'mores. Who doesn't love some s'mores? Do you like some s'mores, Anthony?
Yeah, I love s'mores.
Good.
I'm a master.
Over the years, they started to grow, and here we are 75 years later with a great event. Now let's talk about the competition itself. 50 contestants from 50 different states. That's right, from as far as Connecticut, California, and Hawaii. Each contestant will have 15 minutes to create their s'more. They must use a 4-foot long wooden stake. It can be cedar, that's the recommended choice, but I hear about 10 to 15 are going to be using spruce, maybe 5 are going to be using redwood. We'll see. That's going to be a big thing to point out. The event itself, before we get there, they also have the toppings that are, this is the big thing this year. They can obviously go with the original marshmallow, chocolate, graham cracker. That's what I go with. I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy. But they can also add in Reese's Pieces. They can add in maple syrup, Kit Kats, whatever the heck they like, okay? It's all about having fun this year. The judges will be 5 judges for 5 regions. Each region has 10 contestants. The contestant from the region that does best moves up to the final 5. From there, they will be judged by Dr. Paula, the infamous Dr. Paula, who doesn't love Miss Paula, okay? And so let's talk about what they'll be getting. When the winner wins, they'll be getting a $50,000 check on top of free s'mores for life, okay? Why don't you throw that s'more on there for us? And while he does that, just remember that we are live on all ESPN platforms, ESPN The Ocho, ESPN Plus, whatever you like. All right, let's get into this. One bite, everybody knows the rules. That's perfect. Wow. We'll be back.
Good afternoon, everyone from St. Bonaventure's campus. I'm James Torres, and I'm here with my co-host,
Anthony Silva.
and today we are here currently at the Marchiori Pavilion for the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition. And today, we are going to be going through a giant competition today here on St. Bonaventure's campus, where we have 50 contestants from 50 different states here to create some s'mores. And why we are here, for 75 years ago, we had SBU Friars currently here under the Marchiori Pavilion creating s'mores as having a great time just, sitting around making some s'mores. And then a couple years gone by, they started to add more and more people, going through making s'mores. And then it all led down to 75 years to today's date, April 26th, having a competition. And, we are located 90 miles south of Buffalo and only in New York here on St. Bonaventure's campus. And for the criteria that we'll be going through with the judges, they will be basing the contestants' marshmallow based on the gooiness of the marshmallow, the chocolate ratio, also known as the perfect bliss point ratio, and the different toppings that come for today's competition. We have marshmallows, of course. We have Hershey's chocolate. We have Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups, graham crackers, Kit Kats, and maple syrup all the way from Vermont. And as Anthony is currently making my preferred s'more right now, where it's just completely burnt.
I didn't even know that.
It's my favorite. And as the judges are going to be breaking up the 50 states into 5 regions, and the winner will be announced by Dr. Paula herself. And the winner, after she announces the winner, will get $50,000 with free s'mores for life. And we are here, currently we have food trucks around, and we have refreshments also brought to you by Hershey's themselves. And is my s'more ready?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I'm excited about this one. Well, Anthony, you outdid yourself there. That was pretty good.
All right.
Thank you.
Hello everybody, and welcome to ESPN's coverage of the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition. I'm Nathan Donnelly.
And I'm Anthony Da Silva, roasting a marshmallow.
And we are located 90 miles south of Buffalo in a small town called Olean, New York on St. Bonaventure University's campus, specifically under the Marchiori Pavilion right outside Devereaux Hall. And under this Marchiori Pavilion 75 years ago was when the SBU Friars all got together, a handful of them, and had a small competition roasting marshmallows around this campfire. And since then, it has created a national competition where 50 contestants, one from each state, gather around and all battle for $50,000 and free s'mores for life. So specifically, there is one contestant from each state and five judges total, one from each region. Each judge will be assigned 10 contestants, and the winner of those 10 contestants will move on to the final 5, where our famous professor, Dr. Paula Scraba, will judge the final 5 and determine who is the winner. These 5 judges, and specifically Dr. Paula Scraba, will be looking at the pull power and the chocolate to gooiness ratio, known as the bliss point ratio. There are about 1,500 people here to watch the competition. The doors opened at 10 a.m. and the competition starts at 1. It's about 12:30. It'll start in half an hour. So we really got to get this thing moving because everybody is waiting. But they have been served refreshments and food trucks, specifically s'mores, like my friend Anthony is making for me right here. Are we all good?
Yeah, we're good.
Yes, thank you. That is perfect. The competition will start really soon, but me personally, I give it a 10. I'm Nathan Donnelly, and from St. Bonaventure University, that's ESPN, the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition.
We are here live at the 75th Annual National S'mores Creation Competition, brought to you by Hershey's. I'm Kieran Keneally, alongside me is
Anthony Da Silva.
and today we are here about 90 miles south of Buffalo, New York. We are in the Enchanted Mountains, in a small town called Olean, more specifically, the campus of St. Bonaventure University. Fun fact, Bonaventure, the nation's first small private Franciscan university in the nation. And today, Anthony and I are here under the Marchiori Pavilion, and this is a very historic place. 75 years ago, Bonaventure's friars held a competition among themselves, seeing who could create the perfect s'more. Throughout the years, friars from all over New York eventually came to participate. After about 5 years, the friars graciously started welcoming others into the competition, per the Franciscan tradition of community. Today, it's the nation's largest s'mores competition. Today, there are 50 s'mores contestants from the 50 states, and these guys, well, they're no joke. Each contestant had to win his or her state tournament just to get here. So you were seeing the 50 best s'mores makers in America live. But it's not just them that's here. Behind Anthony and I, there's about 1,000 to 1,500 live audience members. And they started getting here at around 10 a.m. when admission opened up. They had the chance to grab refreshments, snacks, and of course, s'mores, courtesy of the local food trucks here at Bonaventure. Now here's how the tournament works. It's set to begin at 1 p.m., so about 40 minutes time from now. Each contestant has 15 minutes to create his or her s'more. Now the s'more stick must be 4 feet in length and wooden. From what we're being told, cedar wood is the top choice. Contestants have a wide range of toppings available. Marshmallows, of course, graham crackers, and Hershey's chocolate. But there's bonus toppings this year. Reese's peanut butter cups, Kit Kats, and maple syrup. Talk about a sticky situation there. Now for the criteria. Their judges will specifically be ranking s'mores based off pull power and marshmallow gooiness to chocolate ratio, which for the cooks watching, that's the bliss point ratio. Now here's how judging works. There were 5 judges representing the 5 regions in America: 1 judge, 1 region. Each judge has 10 contestants out of the 50. The contestant that wins each region advances to the final rounds, where the famous Dr. Paula Scraba will decide the winner. And the winner of the tournament today gets a $50,000 check. But better than that, free s'mores for life on National S'more Day. Now I think our free s'more is coming up here soon from Anthony, and now it's time for the taste test. Thank you so much, Anthony.
You're welcome.
All right, here it goes. Anthony, I gotta say, next year, I think you should be representing the state of New York. But that's all we have here, folks. I'm Kieran Keneally, alongside Anthony De Silva, and we are here streaming live on all ESPN platforms.